What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Bradley. Dolo on this one. Let's get into it. Alright, so if y'all haven't been living under a rock or anything like that, you have heard the news of Derrick Jaxn. Yes. For those who don't know, Derrick Jaxn is like a big YouTuber / Instagram personality. He has made numerous videos where he basically gives like relationship advice, male intellect or male like thought process advice. Sometimes he even like gives thoughts and critiques women at times on things they do. But most of his mantra, his thing is critiquing men and the way that they go about moving within a marriage or relationship, or how they what's the word I want to use, or how they basically don't deserve a certain type of woman. And it rubs a lot of guys the wrong way. He has rubbed a lot of guys the wrong way over this time span. I would say probably about 6 years Derrick Jaxn has been making these videos. Really coming off really holier than thou when he does these videos. And he's in some hot water. So he recently came out that he had some infidelity within his marriage. Him and his wife did a go live yesterday where he sat down and confessed to all his past indiscretions and talked about the fact that it wasn't just one woman, it was multiple women. And yeah, it was pretty like, wow. Like you get these public figures or people who present this certain persona, and I don't know if even maybe me and CC at times maybe even come off like we are this perfect couple and we don't have any issues, and which is I feel like we get on here and tell y'all that couldn't be further from the truth. We have our problems and issues within our marriage that every other couple in the world do. I always tell people like Instagram and Facebook is like the highlights. They don't show the turnovers on ESPN. They show the good plays, in which kind of like Instagram and Facebook is. But a lot of people don't see that stuff. They don't see the work that you put in behind the scene. All they see is the glitz and the glam. So what's really got Derrick Jaxn in the water is this, like I said, this holier than thou persona that he creates, where he makes these videos and it comes off like he is just this perfect man. He makes no mistakes, and that he kind of preys off of women and their emotions, and like kind of like those feelings when people talk to themselves and like, am I crazy? Like somebody is there to be like, no, you ain't crazy, girl, you deserve better. Which you do deserve better, if that's what you want out of your relationship or you want out of your man. But he kind of preyed off that stuff, which made a lot of men and a lot of people give him a side eye, because that's just not like, some of the stuff he would say at times was just like not really like, I ain't gonna say fathomable, because you only get what you deserve. And if you feel like you deserve that, then get it. Make somebody own it, make somebody respect you, and make somebody give it to you. But this perception at time that he was creating as if he just was the perfect man, and then to turn around and find out that he ain't just slept with one woman, he been sleeping with multiple women, it's kind of like crazy. It's kind of like finding out your pastor is, I don't know, like beating his wife up at home or something like that. It's like, whoa. You've been preaching this word to me for all these years, and then you come out and you doing this? Like, what is going on here? So that's kind of how he like rubbed people. And it was like, I remember when it came down and it was like all these memes going on, like, whoa, I know that ain't no boy. I know that ain't no boy out here. When he was out here perpetuating this stereotype, like strong black women deserve strong black men. And if he ain't treating you like a queen, which if he ain't treating you like a queen, you should go get you one. But if he ain't treating you like a queen and drinking your bath water and doing everything, this, that, and the third, then you should leave him. It's like, whoa, dude, you ain't even taking care of your house. Like, Come on, like that's the crazy part that got a lot of people in the tailspin. So, I say that to say this. So, a lot of the stuff that got him in trouble, also, like I said, is this persona that he's created. And I had a great conversation with the wife, even though she's not here. Actually, the reason why she's not here is she's working on her ebook. Plug. April 1st, Black Girl's Guide to Thriving in Corporate America is dropping. Make sure you check it out. All right. So anyway, but me and her had a conversation about like the fact that I kind of was talking about like, oh, you know, he comes off like he does nothing wrong, or like he doesn't have a past and shit. Like, well, who's to say he doesn't have a past? Well, we know he has a past, but all we know is the videos that he puts out. But his infidelity happened within these times he's putting out a video. But it just got me to thinking, like, all married men and married women come with a past. Like, I was no saint. I definitely learned how to be and navigate being a married man over the years. Nothing crazy or nothing like that within my marriage. But before we were married, I did some shit that I am not very proud of. And I wish I could take it back, but I can't. But that doesn't make me perfect. And when I come on here and I talk about different things and different feelings and different ways to communicate, it's off of my past, and the mistakes that I've made and things that I've learned from it. So like, I think if he would have came off like that, kind of like, hey, I got a past, I know how to navigate these things now because of the mistakes that I made in my past, then I don't think like he would have been looked at the way he does. But with that like vibe that he put out, like that he hasn't made a mistake, or that you deserve this and you deserve that and you should leave him if he doesn't do this, kind of put him in this situation in which he's in now. And then a lot of backlash that I really wasn't rocking with at all is the attack on his wife. You were seeing stuff like, oh, like women and men dragging the way his wife looked. It was like, oh, well, why was she there? What did she have on? Which I'm kind of like, from the way, and all we can go off of is what they put out in the video. And what they put out in the video is that this was a past indiscretion. They both are aware of it, and they're moving through it within their marriage, which you're supposed to do within a marriage. Like, obviously infidelity is not supposed to happen within a marriage, but if you honor your vows and you say, hey, we're gonna do this through thick or thin, and she's made that commitment to him that she is gonna ride this out with him through thick or thin, what is it your business? Like, that's her choice. And her being there, I feel like, was her like showing her commitment to her man. No different than like when Kobe had his indiscretions, or any other celebrity figure or public figure has done something wrong, and to show the strength within their marriage or their relationship, their wife or their girlfriend, in most cases it's the wife, is by their side. And no different in this instance. She was there. She looked a little uncomfortable, which I can only imagine it being uncomfortable. You sitting there, you hear your significant other talk about him being with these women, like, you're gonna look a little uncomfortable. You're gonna look a little tense, which I thought she did. I thought she handled herself very, very well. People critiqued the clothes she had on, and it's like the attack on the black woman at times is so crazy to me. Like nobody's talking about like, oh, how strong she is, how it's a good sight to see her being behind her man's back. And if you don't think she should be behind her man's back, that's all well and good to you too. Like, if you feel like infidelity is the straw that broke the camel back and you need to leave, then by all means go. We all got our breaking points. For me, I hang me on the cross for this if you want to. I actually think like beating a woman is or putting your hands on a woman is worse than cheating on her. I'm not saying I'm about to go do either or, but I don't per se look at infidelity as the end all be all when it comes to a marriage. Like, there are other things in a marriage that can drive you to leave. So if she's made that commitment within herself to be like, hey, I've decided that I'm gonna stick this out, We don't know what kind of soul searching she's done. We don't know what kind of talking to God she's done. We don't know what kind of therapy they've been through together or she's been through by herself to be able to get to this point, to be able to even embrace this and be here with him. That I feel like, man, like, that's just this social media platform at times, which I'm actually taking advantage of, so look at me, but gives us this platform to just talk about people at times, and it's just like, sometimes it's rough to watch. Like, I would never, like, even with this video, I don't feel like I'm tearing Derrick Jaxn down. I'm just speaking on like how I viewed that situation and how I view he maneuvered through that situation. But I would never get on here and be like, oh, he's a piece of shit, or he's this, or he's that. I just think, I mean, he made a bad decision. And when you in that position and where he at where he is in his career, that's gonna get blown up a lot more than your average guy. But to be on here critiquing her and how she looked and what she was wearing is, I just think, below the belt. Like, I rock with her, and if she is found it within herself to forgive that man and decided that her marriage is something worth saving and she wants to move forward with him, I'm happy for her. I don't really know how Derrick Jackson can maneuver out of this situation. That's kind of not that it's my position to find out. I'm not his management, I'm not his PR team. I don't help him write any of his books. I don't help him create none of his social media content, but like his whole platform, I feel like it's destroyed. It's kind of like, it's definitely tarnished. If it ain't done, it's definitely tarnished. So him to be able to bounce back from this, it's gonna be interesting to watch, because I don't know any women who gonna be like not giving him the side eye when he say something. Like, they're gonna kind of be like, dude, who is you? Who is you to tell me how to do this when you ain't even doing what you're supposed to be doing at home? So, or living by the words that you said the last time. Like, it's gonna take a lot of trust to build that back up within his fan base. I'm not one of his per se fans. I do agree with some of the things that he's posted. I disagree with some of the things that he's posted. I just don't know how he's gonna maneuver out of this platform. It's gonna be interesting. So this was a shorter version of, I was gonna say Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bradley, but there's no Mrs. here, just Dear Mr. Bradley. We had actually got a couple of people who had asked us in our inbox about this situation, so that's why I wanted to speak on it. That's why I was like, all right, well, instead of me responding to these emails or a couple of these comments, I'm gonna just do a quick video on it. But that's my thoughts and insight on it. Again, like I said, I don't think infidelity is the end all be all of every marriage. And if that's your button, then that's cool. Everybody got different buttons, but my biggest takeaway from that live was he's owned his mistakes from what it sounded like within his marriage, which is all that really mattered at the end of the day. Me, you, him, Joe Blow, or whoever up the street, it really don't matter what we say or what we think. As long as his wife is accepting him back, that's all that matters. So that's gonna do it for this video. Go ahead and don't forget to like and thumbs up this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I know I'm a little late with that, but if you watch this whole video, why are you not subscribed? Also, don't forget to share this. Let me know down below your thoughts, your comments, how you feel about the situation. What's your takeaway from some of the stuff I just said, all right? Until the next video, it is Mr. Bradley, again, all solo, checking out. Peace.